This latest episode of General Hospital truly brought the hospital back into focus, and in the most intense way possible. It was filled with chaos, desperation, and a race against time as multiple lives hung in the balance. On one side, Lucas Jones was doing everything he could to save Cullum after the devastating gunshot fired by Rocco Falconeri. At the same time, Elizabeth Weber and Isaiah were fighting just as hard to keep Marco alive after he was brutally stabbed by the WSB director. The tension was unbearable. Every second felt uncertain. It was impossible to predict who would survive and who wouldn't. By the end of the episode, it seemed like we had our answer. Cullum appeared to be fading, while Marco looked like he might pull through. But what if that's exactly what the show wants us to believe? What if everything flips? Imagine this. Cullum stabilizes, and Marco suddenly takes a turn for the worse. Now picture Lucas Jones finding out that the man he loves is in critical condition. He rushes to the hospital, desperate to see him, only to watch Marco die right in front of him. That moment would completely shatter Lucas. At first, he might not know who is responsible, but it wouldn't take long. Once he speaks with Sidwell, the truth would begin to surface. And then comes the most devastating realization of all. Lucas saved the life of the very man who took away the person he loved. That kind of truth doesn't just hurt. It changes you. From that point on, grief could turn into something much darker. Revenge. Lucas and Sidwell could find themselves on the same path, driven by the same goal, making Cullum pay. And for Lucas, in carrying out that plan wouldn't be difficult. He works in the hospital. He knows exactly how to make something look natural, how to make a death seem like it wasn't intentional. But this choice would come at a massive cost. If the truth ever comes out, Lucas wouldn't just lose everything. He'd face prison and the end of his medical career forever. And what about Sidwell? Would he truly stand by Lucas? Or would he use this secret as leverage? Because if there's one thing Sidwell is known for, it's manipulation and blackmail. Just ask Laura and Willow. In the end, this path wouldn't just bring justice, it would trap Lucas in a moral nightmare. He would come to understand a painful truth. Revenge always has a price. Just like his niece Jocelyn Jacks has already learned, the cost of vengeance is never small, and it never truly brings peace.